Okay, I want to look at this unified Reich. Now, Trump has been parroting for quite some time things from Hitler, poisoning the blood and all of the things that he's doing. You know, his ex-wife that he buried on the golf course. Yes. Nothing says I love you like burying you on the golf course and let the weeds cover your grave. So she said he would have the book Mein Kampf next to his bed. Now, I don't know, maybe he read a little when he was younger. But apparently, you know, whether it's Hitler or whether it's Putin or whether it's Kim Jong-un, he is just salivating over ones that have this kind of power and control over people, okay? And so that's his thing. He wants power, he wants control, he wants to go after those that do not put him on a pedestal. You know, basically that's him, that's it. He's power hungry because he has to overcompensate and try to convince himself of something he's not. Okay? Just like, you know, he goes after all these women to convince himself that he's some big stud. Okay? It's egregious. It's egregious. So we're just going to ask the cards, what can you tell us about him and this thing about a unified Reich? So the center of it is solitude, okay? He wants to be the only one, okay? He wants to be ahead. He wants to be the sole power. And also, I think that within himself, he cannot trust anyone or anything. Everyone is dispensable. Everyone can be disposed with. So above it, yeah, he's trying to hang on to what he's got, whether it's his ideology, his monetary, whatever it is. And so this is the new thing. The new thing, I think he's feeling even more isolated as it goes. So going into it, we've got his past. So ruled by the past. Above it, the victory. Now, I don't know how he could see the past victory of Hitler, because look what happened in the end. Hitler lost. Hitler wound up taking his life. Okay? But maybe this past resonates with Trump in some way, the rise to power, that he was really kind of a nothing burger to begin with, and his rise to power, and that he controlled so many lives and deaths. Maybe that is, yeah, that's what he wants to marry to. This past of seeing something as victorious. Okay? Maybe he thinks he can do what Hitler didn't. But let's see what our other card is. The future. Yeah. He had the past, but Trump is the future. So let's see what we have. The future. Yeah, this is his plan for the future. This is what he wants to implement. And with those friends, those that he can railroad into this plan for the future. So this is the foundation, new marriage he's making with these people. Okay, the ones he can get on board, his fascist regime of red tie little Magatonians, okay, because he's trying to hold on. He wants a victory going forward, okay. He's alone in that. He feels pressured by other people. They're all dispensable. He's looking at the past, and then he's looking at the future, okay? But it's all about him, okay? Solitude. It's not about anybody else. It's not about the country. It's about him, his insecurities, his drama, his wanting to be like these, like these dictators. And how many times has he said, I want to rule like Kim Jong-un, that when I say jump, they say how high? Okay. And then we see him always doing this thing about sir. They're not calling him sir, but he wants to say, and they say sir, and so many people say, and everybody knows it's true, and you all know, and it's just his own mental meanderings and drama that he puts out there. So we'll go ahead and do the tarot and see what else it has to say about this video he put out about this Reich. Him and his fascist brigade. I love how he says nobody can get close to the courthouse, yet he's got all the Magatonians in his little gaggle of red tie, blue suit Magatonians out there talking for him. Now they managed to get through, but nobody can get close to there. They didn't seem to have any problem. And those that were protesting him didn't seem to have any problem. Okay? But nobody can get in there. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. So above it, we have, this is what he's putting out there and sharing. His cup of brew that he's trying to feed people, the poison he's putting out there with what he's trying to build, trying to construct this thing about the Reich. Okay? He's trying to get those people on board. Underneath of it, again, trying to create an alliance with these people about what he's putting out about this Reich. Okay. So we have, again, the people that he's trying to get on board with this, trying to influence people with his argument, his fight. Now with him, it's all about retribution. It's all about, just the continuing fight that he's got. Either you're for me or you're against me, one of the two. There's no in between with that. You're either supporting me or you're fighting against me. Okay? So going into it, we have looking for the long term, but it's not going quickly. This is kind of a slow-moving thing. Right now, feeling the swords. Again, if you're not for me, you're against me. Okay, so he's looking for his long-term plans going into that for those that are against him in this moment. Above it, we have the witnesses, we have those going out and putting out this drama for Trump, okay, for him. So he's trying to build up his cadre of Magatonians. I'm surprised he doesn't have MTG out there in a suit and a red tie, because everybody's got to look like Dictator Trump. Everybody's got to emulate Dictator Trump. They have to put him on a pedestal, okay? So the challenge is a victory. He's not going to have an easy time to get a victory. I'm going to pull this one, lay it down. That's our outcome card. Above it, we have the world's situation, and this is his whole world. This is what he's consumed by now. Okay? When it comes to his seeds planted, he's not liking the harvest. When it comes to what he is trying to sell people and construct, we have a woman that's crossing it. There is somebody there that's holding on to power that is crossing it, and the outcome is, again, another woman that's holding on to information. Now, I saw that Pelosi came out and had said some things against him. I wonder if this also could be the actions of what's being held on to that's going to intercede on this. But let's look and see. Again, be above it. What we're looking at, it's what he's trying to share, what he's trying to build, people he's trying to get on board to a marriage with this, but what's crossing it is women and the power, okay? It could be also that women are saying enough is enough of this. There could be enough women that want to vote and say we're not having this. So we'll have to see exactly what is this about women holding on to power that is crossing his plans. Underneath of it, we have his arguments when it comes to his maintaining power, because why? He doesn't like the harvest. So he's fighting against all of this. Above it, we have those that are trying to find out who's on his side, because all of this is consuming his world at this moment. What's going on now? He's feeling the swords in the back, the stuff, and the challenge is he wants a victory. But for the long term, that's moving quite slowly, the outcome are women that are holding on to this. And maybe there will be some women's groups and other things, or just it could be America itself holding on to its values and saying enough is enough and taking action. So that's what I'm getting from this. Again, I just feel that Trump is in rage mode, that and again, feeling isolated and trying to draw all those around him, but he's feeling like the swords in the back. You know, Cohen's against me, all of these ones, they've turned against me. I've given them their jobs, I've given them this, I've given them that, and they're all turning against me. I'm out for revenge, I'll show you. And, you know, again, feeling more isolated and that he cannot trust anyone, okay? And if you give me one inkling that you're not for me and putting me on a pedestal, I'll ruin you. I'll ruin you, okay? So that's what I'm getting from Trump. And just the thing he said the other day about Melania, okay? When they were bringing it up, well, aren't you worried about Melania in this? No, I'd be off the market in a heartbeat, okay? It's just another one. I'll buy another one, okay? Yeah. Well, she's just as, she got in there not because of love, okay? She's not seeing stars in her eyes when she looks at him. She's looking at the money. And like I've said, with her, I've always felt she's a kind of like a high-class, someone that you buy to be seen with, okay, for the most part. She is a prop. She's a prop. And he's got to pay for her time. An escort. She's like a high-paid escort. Now, don't think that you're actually going to get some sexual stuff on the side from this. You don't have enough money for that. But you've got to pay for me to be seen with you. Don't even think you're going to touch my hand. That's not, no, you don't have enough money to touch my hand. Okay. She's a very high-paid escort. He's got to pay for her time. He's got to pay for her to be seen with him. X amount of time. It's all, it's all just monetary exchange. That's it. So if she thinks that, I think it's a matter of go and fool with whoever you want, but just don't put it in my face. I don't want to have it come back to me, okay? But to think she actually gives a rat's ass that he's out there, fooling around. As long as you don't touch me and it doesn't get back to me, I don't care, okay? But it gets back and humiliates me, that's another thing entirely. So, yeah, that's what I get on that. So on that note, I'm going to leave that here. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for hanging with me through this, drama that's been going on here that came really out of the blue. But, we just navigate it and take it a day at a time. That's all we can do. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you online.